The Simpsons will celebrate its 30-year anniversary in 2017, having first premiered as a series of short films on The Tracey Ullman Show back in April 1987. And if that fact shocked you, then we got plenty more where that came from. Because did you know that Krusty the Clown was real? That the show genuinely contains incest? And that Homer Simpson's email address was once stolen by a Turkish hacker group? Well, you do now. So let's find out more in our list of 10 things you didn't know about The Simpsons. At number 10, the Hillbilly Kids' names. Cletus and Brandine Spuckler are Springfield's resident white trash couple. Or should that be yellow trash? Either way, these two are pretty stereotypical in their depiction of rednecks, and you may be surprised to know just how far the writers have taken this joke. Exactly how far becomes obvious when you hear the names of some of their children, which genuinely include the likes of incest, crystal meth, WrestleMania, Gummy Sue, Normal Head Joe, Stabbed in Jail, International Harvester, W, and Gitmo. However, the Spucklers don't have a monopoly on weird names, for it is revealed that Milhouse Van Houten's middle name is Mussolini. Number 9. Where are Troy and Lionel? Two of the best characters from the early seasons of The Simpsons were Dr. Lionel Hutz and actor Troy McClure, neither of whom have been seen since 1998. So where did they go? Well, the sad truth is they're gone, because the voice actor who played them, Phil Hartman, was tragically murdered by his wife Bryn in May 1998. Bryn Hartman was intoxicated on alcohol and cocaine when she put 2 bullets into her husband at 3 a.m., and she later took her own life the same way. Various people have since pointed the finger at comedian Andy Dick for allegedly supplying Bryn Hartman, a known former drug addict, with the cocaine that pushed her over the edge. But while we don't know if that's true, we do know that The Simpsons was a far poorer show without Troy, Lionel, and Phil. At 8, you can email Lisa and Homer. In the episode The Day Who Knew Too Little, Homer Simpson's email address was shown to be chunkylover53@aol.com, and Lisa's was shown in The President Wore Pearls as smartgirl63@yahoo.com. And for a time, you could actually email these accounts and get an automated reply, as both were registered, with Homer's sending out an email which read, "Dear Internet Nerd, you've reached Homer Simpson's electric mail dealie. I'm not here to answer it right now, so please send a 6-pack of Duff to 642 Evergreen Terrace, Springfield, USA. Praise Jeebus, Homer." However, I wouldn't recommend emailing them any longer, as in 2008, Turkish hackers took control of Homer's email and used it to recruit computers into the Kimya botnet. Go! Number 7. Krusty was real. The monkey-abusing, death-faking alcoholic Krusty the Clown is one of The Simpsons' most iconic characters. And the reason his character looks so much like Homer is because they were originally supposed to be the same person. The idea was that Krusty was merely Homer in disguise, with the idea dropped after the writers deemed it too complex. But less complicated is the idea of how Krusty came about, because he was based on the real-life character Rusty Nails, who was created and performed by James H. Allen. Simpsons creator Matt Groening appeared on one of Rusty Nails' shows as a young child, and after revealing him as inspiration for Krusty, he quickly backtracked and stated for the record that the real Rusty Nails was nowhere near as mean as Krusty. Yeah, right. I believe you, pal. James H. Allen died in 2015. So will Matt Groening finally tell the truth now he's gone? Because I want to hear what the real Krusty the Clown got up to. At 6, famous faces. The Simpsons has had some pretty famous writers pass through its doors over the years, most notably Conan O'Brien, who wrote 4 episodes between 1992 and 1993. Greg Daniels is another whose name you might recognize, as after penning 8 episodes of The Simpsons, he went on to co-write King of the Hill, the American adaptation of The Office, and Parks and Recreation. Bob Odenkirk's brother, Bill, also wrote a bunch over various seasons, and even the likes of Judd Apatow, Ricky Gervais, and Seth Rogen have contributed to episodes in the past few years. I wonder if any of them want to come back. Pretty please? They really need you. 5. Yellow there. Ever wonder why the Simpsons are yellow and not kind of pink? Like regular white folks. Well, series creator Matt Groening gave this away in an interview when he told the story of how an animator brought him a drawing of his comic creations, which were colored bright yellow. He loved it immediately, as he realized this flash of yellow would make people realize the Simpsons were on as they were hopping channels. The same animator also wanted to make the trees purple, but they didn't go with that idea. Oh, and that one time Smithers turned black for an episode? That was a mistake in the coloring process. And when the show's creators considered keeping Smithers as an African American, they were told that having a black subservient character might not come across so well. So they returned him to his original color. At 4. Maggies Register. We've all tried pausing the Simpsons intro to try and find out what the till says when Maggie is scanned at the supermarket, but it always seems so blurry. So what's the secret? Well, that one's easy. $847.63, as this was the average monthly cost of raising a baby in America in 1989. When the show went to HD, this was changed to $243.26, until Maggie is scanned up to the total of $486.52. So, what are they saying here with this new figure? That in the 21st century, you can buy a baby for a couple $100? At 3. What does the fox say? The Simpsons is and always has been owned by the Fox Broadcasting Company. So, how is it that they've been able to get away with making fun of the network, mocking its shows, and even calling Fox News viewers racist? Well, back when The Simpsons was being developed, Fox was just a small network. And so co-creator James L. Brooks was able to negotiate a contract which prevented its executives having any creative input into the show. The Simpsons could basically say whatever they wanted about Fox and its owner Rupert Murdoch, and so they did. And when Fox executives tried to make a suggestion about the show, they almost always regretted it. This is what happened in 1996 when Fox wanted a new permanent character to join the show and live with the Simpsons. The writers instead opted to mock their suggestions with this episode of the Itchy and Scratchy and Poochie Show, even inserting the one-time character Roy with no explanation as to his background or what he was doing there. Oh, and if you're wondering when The Simpsons will end, Fox owns the rights to the show until the year 2082, by which time everybody alive today will have already made at least 4 celebrity cameos. In at number 2, McBains Movie. Rainier Wolfcastle's character McBain is a typical parody of Hollywood hard men like Bruce Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger. And throughout The Simpsons, you'll see various clips of McBain in action which are supposedly taken from his latest movie at the time. But did you know that each of these clips, which span nearly 2 decades of The Simpsons, can actually be put together to create a secret hidden movie on their own? It's on YouTube if you want to check it out. But before you do, you may also want to try our final entry. At number 1, the Frankie AK. Ever wondered which episode Ralph utters the immortal line, "My cat's breath smells like cat food"? Wish you could grab a screenshot of the moment Clancy says, "Bake 'em away, toys." How about the time Troy McClure warned you that if a cow ever got the chance, he'd eat you and everyone you care about? Well, since February 2016, you've been able to do all of these things by using Frankie AK, which is a website obviously named after Professor Frink, which allows you to look up words and quotes from any of The Simpsons' first 17 series. And not only can you find out what episodes these quotes were from, but you can also see a screenshot and create a meme out of the whole thing. Or you can change the caption like we just did. So that's our list. And if you like that, maybe you'll want to hear what some fans think The Simpsons is really about. In our list of the 10 strangest fan theories ever, Homer in a coma? You better believe it.